Hi, I'm Alan Cylinder.
And I'm his daughter, Chelsea Cylinder.
We're Cylinder, and today we're here to talk about Nuremberg. It's a new film written and directed by James Vanderbilt, and it stars Russell Crowe, Rami Malek, and Michael Shannon.
Yes, this is based on the true story of the first Nuremberg trials after World War II. And Russell Crowe plays Hermann Göring, who has been taken prisoner in Nuremberg, and Rami Malek plays a psychiatrist who was tasked with the job of psychoanalyzing all of the Nazi prisoners. And he really gets to know Hermann Göring and really helps the U.S. Department of Justice in creating the prosecution for the trial.
This is a story that needs to be told, and I'm glad they made the movie, and I enjoyed it to a degree. But there's a much better movie lurking here than what I watched. I think it needs a better director because the script is actually pretty good. It has a stellar performance by Russell Crowe, who you can't take your eyes off of. But on the downside, you have Rami Malek, who, despite the fact that he's a real-life character, he feels like he's one of these fictitious characters that are kind of created just to drive a plot of a movie. But he's not. He's a real-life character. Anyway, the film should have played like a really intense docudrama, and instead it plays like an overly glossy Hollywood version of the Nuremberg war trials.
Yeah, I agree with you. However, I think I did like this movie more than you did.
You definitely did.
Yeah, I did find this movie very compelling. The story is unbelievable, and like you said, the story absolutely needs to be told. So I really liked the film from that regard. I agree with you that it could have been great. The material, the story is great. And you have Russell Crowe, who's great as Hermann Göring. So I agree, there's a great movie that wasn't actually executed, but I still really liked it.
And Judgment at Nuremberg, which is kind of like the sequel to this film because it involves later Nuremberg war criminal trials, is a fabulous movie. So there's definitely a great movie here, but this isn't it.
But still, I think this is really worth seeing. I really liked this.
And there's individual sequences here that are really stunning.
Yeah. Also, a couple of things. One is that this movie is pretty long. It's about 2.5 hours long, and I thought it really flew by.
It does go by quickly.
It's a fast-paced movie.
Yes.
And I did also think that there were some scenes that were really effective. When they get to the courtroom, which is about the middle of the movie, that's extremely effective. And there's also the use of actual Holocaust footage, and that's unbelievably effective.
That's always effective when you see that.
Yeah.
This is currently in theaters, and I would give this movie 3 cylinders.
I would give this movie 4 cylinders.
Nuremberg. This is Alan Cylinder.
And Chelsea Cylinder.
Saying, see you at the movies.
Bye.